Good morning, everyone. Uh, this is Gene Gilmet, and I'm going to be working on another Morning Monster page for the coloring book, my upcoming coloring book called Morning Monsters, and this is the cover, at least right now, my working cover. So we're going to be working on page 8 today. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. So this is page 8. Now, a lot of the pages for the coloring book are from October 2017, which is still going on at the time of this session. And this would be day 8, and it was deep. So now what you're seeing is the scanned ink drawing, but with all the pages, I want to have the lines a little bit more refined and crisp. So I am re-inking them in Clip Art Studio, aka Manga Studio. So, alrighty. And I'm gonna duplicate this layer. And new layer with some white. Now I'm doing this because, first off, the white, so that I have a nice white final background. I like to keep my original unaltered page to go back to if I need to. And then we have a white layer for a white background, and then the duplicate layer of the image I'm going to reduce in opacity and now becomes my underdrawing. And let's see here, let's do 15%. And we'll lock that one so I can't touch it. Far too many times I have touched the wrong layer and not realized it, and I've not been a happy puppy. Okay. Now, a new drawing layer. Now, for this one, I want to draw each whale on its own layer, and then if I want to, I can move them around and change them a little bit individually. So we will do this one first. Let's give myself a sip of coffee because it is early morning. Because I'm doing all this before I start my day job. Okay, so let's zoom in on this Leviathan back here. Alright, and then I'm using the inking nib, or the G pen, and you can see my settings here. And now I've only started using, we need to draw, let's not have a white line in there. I've only started using Manga Studio recently. Mostly up until now, I have been using Photoshop to ink. And while it has been a very good option for getting digital work done, I haven't been completely satisfied with the line quality. And so I had heard about Manga Studio, and I waited for it to come down in price, and it finally did. I got the digital version, and I toyed with it here and there, but nothing too serious because I was in the middle of a couple of projects. And when Inktober came, I decided I was going to do the coloring book. I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and try doing it in the final version for the coloring book in Manga Studio and get some practice. And it turns out I am really liking Manga Studio. The lines are so much crisper, and there's a difference. There's a thing that happens in Photoshop when you're drawing that the line kind of wobbles sometimes. And it's really annoying because you never know. And you could be doing this, and then woo, and you're like, ugh, and you have to go back and redo it. And it's an sadly it's an artifact, from what I understand, of programming between Wacom and Adobe, and it's just something that you got to live with. Like, I don't want to live with that. So I will probably in the future um, ink all my pieces in Manga Studio and then do all my color work and special effects in Photoshop, because Photoshop has some amazing qualities that I just know by heart, and I'm sure Manga Studio has some really cool things, and it's just going to take time to learn. Okay. And while I'm drawing, if you come into the room and want to ask a question, or please do, and I will do my best to answer. Uh, or if you're watching this later on after the live broadcast and you have a question, please make a comment, and I will do my very best to get an answer for you. Now I'm hoping the to have the coloring book done and available for Christmas. That's my goal. I don't know how successful that's going to be and how realistic, but I'm really trying to push myself to get these pages done, because it's not just my Inktober Morning Monsters that I'm doing. It's other Morning Monsters that I've done, or other pieces that are monster-like. Um, and I hope to have about 40, at least 40 pages of art. I was talking with the printers, and they're saying that it's good to have a page of art and a blank page behind it, so that the color doesn't seep through if you're going to use inks. So it'll probably be an 80-page book. But that's just supposing right now. See how far I get. I know when I did the kids book, between here and the lint trap, I thought it was only going to take me a month, and it ended up taking 6. So, but thankfully I don't have to do color work for this one other than the cover. And as you saw, I've already worked on that. Alright, so I think this guy's good to go. Let's do some saving. File. Alright. Boom. New layer. And next. too thin there. I like having different line widths, but since this is going to be a coloring book, I don't want it being too thin. Hello, stream working. Yes, I can see you. Sorry, I was paying attention to my line work. How are you doing this morning? And here, I will type it in just to make sure it works. Yeah. Okay. So forgive me if I'm a little late in responding. I've got two monitors up and I'm trying to look back and forth between these. Okay. So as I was saying, since this is a coloring book, I gotta be careful that my thin lines aren't so thin that they disappear with printing. But I still want to have that comic book feel. The G pen setting apparently is a really good crow quill setting, and that's actually what a lot of the images for Inktober were done in, is crow quill. But I noticed that in the scanning, the lines were a little ragged, and for the coloring book, I wanted them to have, just smoother and but I did want to have the experience of going back to the fundamentals. So I'm really glad I'm still actually working on my Inktobers, because even though I'm behind on them, I'm going to still do all of them in traditional ink and then re-ink them this way, just to have the experience. I am just streaming for fun. I just want to share what I'm doing, and excuse me, I'm working out of my home office, and being an artist can be quite lonely in a sense, and it's nice to connect with other people. So I enjoy watching these type of videos. I've learned a lot, and I just want to contribute and have a good time. Okay. Very good. Well, welcome back. So I don't know if you heard my answer, but I'm doing this from home, doing it for fun. Go away. Not you, the panel. And I like watching these type of videos, so I just wanted to add my 2 cents, connect with other artists, share some of my experiences. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm still. This whole streaming thing is still new to me, and I'm learning as I go because I'm going to be streaming artwork, whether it's line work or color work, some gaming, and you know, just see how it goes. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a really cool idea. Yeah, because most of the videos that I have watched up until I found Twitch have been on YouTube. Uh, Jake Parker, the one who started Inktober, is a really good person to watch. Um, excuse me. Looks like the link didn't come through. Oh, there we are. Okay, cool. Thanks. Another artist that I've watched recently is Will Terry. He's a children's book uh, illustrator, and he has some really cool different styles, and I've been really enjoying that. It's very different from some of the artists I've been following or have liked because I do a lot of comic book work as well, and that's where uh, my interest in art started. Oh, cool. Well, I will definitely check that out. Okay. Now, this is one of the things that I don't like about uh, Manga Studio. You can only I, I can't figure out how to turn the picture other than by these two little arrows, rotate left and rotate right. But it happens to be right above that panel that keeps popping up, and it's really annoying because my pen sometimes slips over there, and it's like, ah, I want lines. I don't want to pop up. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it can be very um, isolating. So it's really important to get out and get a fresh air and try to go out and see people or make time for that because dang, I have given up so much um, socializing time for my art, and it's just part of the price of paying and learning your craft. But it can be daunting sometimes. My husband and I moved to Oregon a couple years ago um, because we wanted to buy a house and be in a wetter climate because we were in California, the Bay Area, yeah, going through a drought and all that. And have tons of friends there that I've made over the years. And well before I started working really intently on my illustrative career, but once I started doing that, my socializing went down considerably. And I was going out, or we were going out like once every couple of months. unless it was something work related. Um, then we move to Oregon, and other than people at work or on Facebook, um, we haven't really made any friends because there just has been no time to, or we've not made the time to go out and socialize like we would have done years ago. And that can be really, it's a little disconcerting because I do like socializing, but the older I get, the more I want to just get my artwork done. And these projects take a heck of a lot of time, especially if you're the only artist. Oh, thank you. Sure, go right ahead. Right now, like I said, I'm still exploring it. My schedule's not set. In fact, I'm going to have to be shutting down here around 8:30 because I've got a day job. Most of my streaming so far has either been in the late evening after dinner, if I've got the time, or on the weekends. And today I decided not to work on a physical, Inktober and just go back and start re-inking some of these other ones. And that's why I thought, oh, you know what? Why don't I stream this for a little while and get some practice at that. My email is Gene, Gene, at rltpress.com. Or you can go to my website, rltpress.com, and there's all that information as well. Or genegilmet.com. That has links to all my social stuff. Okay. Nope, forgot this fin. Cool. No, let's save first. Save. When I was working on a comic book project, well, it was a couple years ago, I had spent like 4 hours on something, color work and so on, and totally forgot to save, and then my computer died, and it was just like, what the no? That was a hard lesson on learning to save. Okay. How much time do I got left? Alright, I got about 10 more minutes. So let's do one of the other background ones. Oh no, let's do the... Where is it? There you are. Hold on just a second. I have to switch screens here and I will check because my email currently is not up. Um, yes, it came through. I will take a look at that sometime today when I'm on a break from my day job. Because gotta pay those bills. Alright, did I put a new layer? Yeah. Yes, they do. Yeah. Yeah. And sadly, that's why my art is my second career, because the day job pays the bills and pays for the medical insurance. It helps pay for the house. Okay. Man, I just really like this program. It really feels like I'm using a real pen and just getting the best lines. And swoop. Well, thank you very much. Have a good day. Yeah, I'm going to be logging off here in the next few minutes myself. I'm hopefully going to finish this one, and then I got to shut down and get ready for working the day job. Okay. Boom, boom. And okay. I just want to see how that looks. Coming along. So let's see. All right, I think I'm going to end it there for this session. In fact, I think I will save this one for streaming only, so that we'll have a set of videos showing the completion of this one from start to finish. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.